You wake up in a sun-drenched apartment, its wooden beams whispering tales from centuries past. Step onto your balcony, sip espresso as horse-drawn carriages clatter below, and realize you own this slice of history for under $200,000 in Europe. Yes, really. I'm GeoVibe, and today we're uncovering the 10 best hidden gems where your dream of affordable old town living isn't just possible. It's calling your name. From vibrant Balkan beats to Mediterranean whispers, these cities blend soul-stirring culture, unbeatable value, and that electric expat buzz. Grab your notebook. Your next chapter starts now. Bucharest, Romania, the Paris of the East, reborn. Bucharest, the beating heart of Romania, where Belle Epoque grandeur meets gritty resilience, like a phoenix rising from communist ashes. Imagine strolling the sun-kissed Calia Victoriae, past ornate palaces that once hosted royalty, now humming with street musicians and coffee-kissed lovers. This is a city that tugs at your soul, where every corner hides a story of triumph. Let's talk numbers first, because dreams need budgets. In Bucharest's historic center, the Old Town, with its pastel facades and hidden courtyards, you can snag a charming 70-square-meter apartment for around $105,000. That's €1,200 per square meter, translating to a cozy two-bedroom gem complete with high ceilings and wrought iron balconies. Prices have ticked up 5% this year, but it's still a steal compared to Western Europe's frenzy. Cost of living? A single person's monthly expenses, excluding rent, hover at about €600. Think €10 plates of sarmale, cabbage rolls stuffed with spice meat. At a corner bistro, €1 espressos in Art Nouveau cafes, and €50 monthly public transport passes zipping you across the Dambovita River. Families of four manage on €2,100, leaving room for weekend escapes to the Carpathians. Lifestyle here pulses with raw energy. Dive into the Bohemian Lipscani district for live jazz spilling from dimly lit bars, or join the throng at the National Day fireworks over Harristrau Park. Culture? Bucharest breeds it. Wander the world's largest parliamentary palace, Ceausescu's Folly. Catch a symphony at the Athenaeum, or feast at traditional Mehana taverns where Mamaliga, polenta, flows like wine. It's a city of contrasts. Soviet-era blocks softened by blooming Lallalel tulips. In spring, where young tech innovators rub shoulders with elders sharing folktales. Safety feels like a warm embrace. Romania's capital ranks among Europe's safer spots, with petty crime low and violent incidents rare. Numbeo scores its 68 out of 100 for safety, higher than many peers. Infrastructure shines too. Metro lines snake efficiently under the city, high-speed Wi-Fi blankets cafes, and the Henri Coanda Airport connects you seamlessly to the world. Expats rave about the walkability. 80% of Old Town spots are reachable on foot. Why does Bucharest magnetize foreigners and investors? It's Romania's economic dynamo, with a booming IT sector, think €1,500 average salaries, fueling 7% GDP growth. Yields hit 6 to 7% on rentals, thanks to a student influx, over 100,000 at top units, and EU funds pouring into green renovations. For retirees, it's paradise, affordable healthcare, €50 doctor visits, and a vibrant diaspora community. Investors eye the 2030 EU integration wave, promising 10 to 15% appreciation. As a non-EU citizen, buying straightforward. Snag apartments outright. No permits needed. For land-attached homes, form a simple SRL company, €200 setup. Hire a local notary for €500 and you're in, title transfer in weeks. Pro tip: use a bilingual lawyer to navigate cadastre checks. Avoid off-plan pitfalls by insisting on escrow. From Bucharest's revolutionary spirit, we drift east to where Thracian whispers echo through Sofia's valleys, a city where ancient ruins kiss modern skyline, pulling you into Bulgaria's timeless allure. Sofia, Bulgaria, the mountain-framed mosaic of the Balkans. Oh, Sofia, cradled by the Vitosha Mountains like a secret guarded by giants, where Roman rotundas stand sentinel amid hipster haunts. Feel the crisp alpine air on your face as you wander Alexander Nevsky Cathedral's golden domes, the scent of Banitsa, flaky cheese pastry, wafting from corner bakeries. This is Bulgaria's soul, layered, resilient, intoxicating. Snap up an Old Town charmer, a 70 SQM beauty in the graffiti-splashed Serdica district, for $100,000. At €1,150 per SQM, it's a fixer-upper's fantasy. Exposed brick walls, Juliet balconies overlooking pedestrian lanes where buskers strum Godulka fiddles. Values climbed 4% in 2025, but bargains abound amid EU-driven revamps. Living lean? €610 monthly for one, excluding rent. Euro 8 Shopska salads bursting with Cyrene cheese and peppers. €1.50 tram rides to Vitosha's trails, €40 utilities. Families thrive on €2,165, with playgrounds and €5 cinema tickets weaving family magic. Sophia's lifestyle? Electric, yet earthy. Hike Vitosha's pine-scented paths by dawn, then dive into Kapana's craft beer scene. Over 50 microbreweries, fizzing with hoppy innovation. Culture blooms eternal. Trace Serdica's 2,000-year-old ruins underfoot. Lose yourself in Ivan Vazov Theater's poignant plays, or join the Rose Festival's petal-strewn parades in May. It's a city of quiet revolutions. Yoga studios in Ottoman hammams, vegan twists on Kavarma stew, where history fuels tomorrow's dreams. Safety wraps you like a woolen scarf. Low crime, Numbeo 72 out of 100, with muggings rarer than mountain snow in July. Infrastructure? Metro hums efficiently. Sofia Airport's €5 taxis Whiskey City Ward, and 5G blankets every cafe. Expats over 20,000 flock for the Balkan Berlin vibe. Affordable therapy, €30 sessions, and expat meetups at English pubs. Foreigners and investors? Sofia's siren call is at 6% yields from student-lets, 200,000 uni kids, plus Bulgaria's EU perks, minus the price tag. Tech boom, average €1,200 salaries. And green energy push promise 8 to 10% appreciation by 2030. Retirees adore the €100 monthly healthcare copays and thermal spa soaks. Non-EU buyers? Apartments are yours outright. €300 notary fees, 2-week titles. Land? Whip up an EOD company €50. Tip, scan the cadastre online. Skip verbal deals, get it inked. As Sofia's peaks fade, we journey north to Poland's crown jewel, where Wawel dragons guard a fairy tale fortress, inviting you to Krakow's timeless embrace. Krakow, oh the ache of it. A city where the Vistula River sighs through medieval spires, and every stone street echoes with the laughter of kings and poets. Imagine biting into an Ossipek sheep's cheese by the flame-kissed Sukianis Cloth Hall, the air alive with violin strings and the scent of pierogi steaming from hidden cellars. This is Poland's beating heart, fierce and tender, where history hugs you close. In the UNESCO-gilded Old Town, think Rynek Glony's vast square, ringed by Baroque facades. You'll claim a 70 SQM Pida Terra for $120,000. €1,500 per SQM buys vaulted ceilings, frescoed walls, and views of St. Mary's Basilica's trumpet call. Up 6% yearly, but whispers of EU funds promise gilded futures. Sustainably? €700 monthly solo, sans rent. €12 Zurich soup in milk bar relics, €1.50 trams gliding past Wawel Castle, €50 gym passes. Quadruple for families, €2,800, with €5 zoo days sparking wonder. Krakow's rhythm? A waltz of whimsy and wisdom. Dawn bike along Planty Park's green girdle, then storm Kazimierz' Jewish quarter. Synagogues turned galleries, klezmer fiddles wailing over Kleparsky markets. Culture cascades. Dive into now Ahuda's socialist utopia, now hipster haven. Catch Chopin nocturnes in candlelit salons, or feast at Rynek's Zapia Kanka stalls till midnight. It's rebirth incarnate, phoenix from World War II scars, where underground salt cathedrals mirror the soul's quiet depths. Safety? A velvet glove, Numbeo 75 out of 100, safer than Rome's ruins. Infrastructure gleams. Trams whisper silently, Krakow Airport's €10 shuttles hum. Fiber optics lace every cafe. 50,000 expats thrive in English-fluent havens, from co-working lofts to pierogi-making classes. Investors swoon. 5.5% yields from Jagiellonian University's 40,000 scholars, plus tourism's 14 million pilgrims yearly. Retirees bask in €60 doctor visits and thermal springs. Growth? 7% GDP, eyeing 12% hikes by 2030. Non-EU? Apartments? Yours, no fuss. Houses with land? Ministry nod €200 2 months. Cite cultural ties via visits. Tip, eNotary speeds it, dodge black market deals. From Krakow's Dragonfire, we sail south to sun-soaked Valencia, where paella simmers and silk sails dance on the breeze. Valencia, Spain, the Mediterranean's sun-kissed symphony. Valencia, feel the sun's kiss on your skin as turquoise waves lap the Malvarosa sands, the air thick with orange blossoms and the sizzle of fideuà noodles. This is Spain's third act, bolder than Barcelona, warmer than Madrid, a canvas of turquoise domes and modernist marvels, where siesta flows into fiesta like a lover's sigh. Old Town Ciutat Vella, Gothic spires piercing azure skies, delivers a 70 SQM haven for $144,000. €1,800 per SQM crafts a tiled floor idol with Moorish arches, mere steps from the Silk Exchange's golden vaults. 8% surge in 2025, but paella-fueled tourism keeps it golden. Frugal feast? €700 solo monthly. €12 paella for 2 at beach chiringuitos. €1.50 metros gliding to Turia's Gardens. €40 gym dips in the sea. Families flourish on €2,500, with €5 aquarium jaunts igniting tiny explorers. Valencia's pulse? A joyous jig. Cycle Turia's 9 kilometers emerald ribbon, former riverbed reborn as playground. Then storm the Central Market's 1,000 stalls, where Jamon Iberico drips like liquid gold. Culture cascades, phallus bonfires light March nights. Las Arenas Bullring hosts indie gigs. Horchata Street's Tigernet elixir quenches flamenco-fueled thirsts. It's innovation incarnate, City of Art's bubble-wrapped opera house mirroring the soul's iridescent dreams. Safety? Sunlit serenity. Numbeo 70 out of 100. Pickpockets rarer than rain. Infrastructure? Metro's a dream. Valencia Airport's €3 buses whisk you seaside. 5G pulses through every plaza. 30,000 expats weave into the fabric, from paella cooking clubs to Valencian less dialect lessons. Allure? 6% yields from 300 sunny days, drawing 10 million tourists, plus Europe's fastest-growing tech hub, €2,000 salaries. Retirees revel in €50 GP visits and €1 horchatas. Horizon? 9% GDP, 15% appreciation by 2030. Non-EU? Seamless, apartments, villas, yours outright. €500 notary, 2-week deeds. Tip, IBI tax check via Catastro. Shun off-plan without escrow. From Valencia's saffron shores, we island hop to Thessaloniki, where Byzantine bells toll over Aegean whispers. Thessaloniki, Greece, the cozy capital of the north. Thessaloniki, let the salty Thermaic breeze tousle your hair as White Tower's silhouette guards the waterfront, minarets mingling with basilicas in a Hellenistic haze. This is Greece's northern jewel. Less crowded than Athens, more soulful than Santorini, where ouzo flows and rebetiko laments cradle the night. Ladatica's labyrinth, Ottoman alleys alive with tavernas, yields a 70 SQM treasure for $104,000. €1,300 per SQM weaves a stone-walled nest with sea glimpses near Roman agoras, timeless forums. 7% lift in 2025, buoyed by port revamps. Thrifty thrill? €800 solo. €15 souvlaki skewers grilled harborside. €1.50 buses to Halkidiki's coves. €50 utilities. Families feast on €2,700, with €6 Acropolis climbs sparking sagas. Thessaloniki's tempo? A languid lyra strum. Dawn swims at Perea, then Aristoteles Square's cafes buzz with philosophers debating over Bogotza custard pies. Culture? Rotunda's mosaics glow eternal. Anopoli's Ottoman lanes hide Klephtic ballads. Hebrides festivals strings vibrate summer air. Its layered legacy. Byzantine walls cradling refugee tales, where Philo pastries mend modern hearts. Safety? Aegean calm, Numbeo 65 out of 100, muggings mythical as minotaurs. Infrastructure? Metros Metro Balaton, Thessaloniki Airport's 10 Euro taxis, fiber nets every Mies house. 15,000 expats sipped Sapporo in English oases. Magnet? 5.8% yields from Aristotle University's 80,000 scholars, plus cruise ship influx, 2 million yearly. Retirees soak 40 euros thermal dips, 1 euro fraps. Future? 6% GDP, 12% gains by 2030. Non-EU? Effortless, home's yours. 400 euro notary, month-long titles. Border Isles? Permit, 100 euros. Tip, E9 tax form, evade sunset clauses. From Thessaloniki's olive groves, we cross to Belgrade, where Sava Danube's confluence stirs Slavic fire. Belgrade, Serbia, the white city's wild heart. Belgrade. Taste the Rakija burn as Kalemegdan fortress crowns the confluence, where rivers roar like the city's untamed spirit. Feel the pulse of Splavovi rafts thumping bass across the Sava, where dawn's first light gilds Brankov Bridge's arches. This is Serbia's fever dream, raw, raucous, reborn. Dorkal's Bohemian veins, Turkish baths turn galleries. House a 70 SQM haven for $88,000. 1,100 euros per SQM forages a boho loft with Danube views, amid graffiti poets and hidden courtyards. 5% rise in 2025, fueled by Danube corridor dreams. Pennywise Pulse? 700 euros solo. Euro 10 Savapi platters, sizzling Skatarlija lanes. 1 euro trams to Ada Sagan Lija's Lakeside Lol. 45 euro bills. Families fuel on 2,500 euros, with 5 euro fortress picnics, forging bonds. Belgrade's beat? A turbo folk tango. Dawn Kafana croons, noon hikes of Volatowers pines. Dusk Ada Islands beaches blaze with barbecues. Culture? Nikola Tesla Museum sparks genius. Halasava's opera soar, Guka trumpet fests brass thunders, July hills. It's Phoenix poetry, Yugoslav scars stitched with street art, where Ivar spreads mend midnight confessions. Safety? Fortress firm, Numbeo 60/100. Scrap sporadic as storms. Infrastructure? Buses bustle, Nikola Tesla Airport's 15 euro rides, for G everywhere. 25,000 expats guzzle Rakija in global gulags. Draw? 6.5% yields from 500,000 students, plus Belgrade waterfronts, 3 billion euros, glow up. Retirees relish 30 euros checkups, 2 euro Burek breakfasts. Trajectory? 7% GDP, 14% leaps by 2030. Non-EU? Reciprocity reigns. US/UK yes, others check. 300 euro notary, weak deeds. Tip, Catastar verify, skip under table traps. From Belgrade's river roar, we weave to Tirana, Albania's colorful chaos. Tirana, Albania, the bunker's blooming capital. Tirana, let Skanderbeg Square's eternal flame flicker as Bloka's pastel palaces pulse with post-communist pizzazz, the air electric with cough sizzle and Kelemej laughter. Inhale the chaos. Ottoman echoes in New Bazaar, Haja bunkers turn bars. This is Albania's audacious rebirth, fierce, flawed, fabulous. Bloka's Bohemian Blocks, a 70 SQM riot of color for $96,000. 1,200 euros per SQM paints a tiled terrace dream. Steps from Pyramids punk gigs. 9% boom in 2025, turbocharged by tourism tide. Bargain bliss? 600 euros solo. Euro 8 Byrex spirals in bunk art vaults. 50 cents Fergans to Dajdi's cable car views, 40 euro lights. Families frolic on 2,300 euros for Euro Zoo jaunts. Tirana's tango? Turbulent tango. Dawn Duras dips, noon ETM Bay mosques frescoes. Dusk blocks bars throb with Rebetiko riffs. Culture? Bunkart's Bunker Museum Scar Whisper. National History's Mosaic Memory. Juricastra day trips to Stone Soul Citadels. It's Phoenix Fire, Enver's iron fist forged into freedom's fiesta, where Raki toasts tomorrow. Safety? Square solid. Numbeo 62 out of 100, swipe scarce. Infrastructure? Buses buzz. Tirana Airport's €10 shuttles. 4G galore. 10,000 expats Etham emerge in English enclaves. Lure? 7% yields from 50,000 students, plus Riviera, 2M tourists. Retirees, €25 docks, €1 Lakra lunches. Ascent? 8% GDP, 16% surges by 2030. Non-EU? Unfettered. €200 notary, fortnight titles. Tip, KIP register, Dodge, ghost titles. From Tirana's Technicolor, we glide west to Porto, Portugal's port wine poet. Porto, Portugal. The Douro's Ribeira Reverie. Porto, savor the salt-kissed Douro as Ribeira's Rebelo boats bob. Azulejo tiles gleaming like sapphire secrets on Ribeira's rainbow rose. Hear Fadu's mournful guitar wail from Say cathedral shadows. The air heady with Francis Sinha's spicy embrace. This is Portugal's northern muse, rugged, romantic, riverside rapture. Ribeira's Ribbon, a 70 SQM portside poem for $160,000. €2,000 per SQM scripts a vaulted vine idol, gazing at Luis I. Bridges' iron lace. 7% swell in 2025, corked by cruise calls. Savvy spend? €700 solo, €12 Bacalhau croquettes in Rua das Flores finery. €1.50 metros to Foz foam, €50 sparks. Families flourish €2,500, €6 Sorrel strolls. Porto's poem? Port Soak sonnet. Don Clarigo's climbs, noon Bolheo's bounty. Dusk eyes de Gaia cellars, swirl tawny tales. Culture? Sao Bento's tile tapestries, Livraria Lello's literary labyrinth. Quima das Fitas, student infernos. It's Douro deep, earthquake echoes etched in emerald parks, where Pastius did not amend maritime longings. Safety? Bridge steady. Numbeo 68 out of 100, Filch's fleeting. Infrastructure? Metro murmurs, Porto Airport's €10 metros, 5G swirls. 40,000 expats port poor in global gulags. Charm? 5.5% yields from 50,000 scholars, plus 3M tourists. Retirees €40 consults, €1 by Fanas. Voyage? 6% GDP, 13% tides by 2030. Non-EU? Seamless. €400 notary, month deeds. Tip, Caderneta predial. Evade off-market mirages. From Porto's port, we prairie prance to Debrecen, Hungary's Calvinist canvas. Debrecen, Hungary. The Great Plains, gilded grain. Debrecen, breathe the golden Great Plains vastness, as reformed great churches' spires pierce pusta skies, the air alive with paprika perfume and charred ash claps. Feel the Hortobages horseherds thunder, a landlocked sea of sunflowers swaying in sync. This is Hungary's Eastern elegy, scholarly, steadfast, sunflower-souled. Calvin Ter's Cloisters, a 70 SQM scholarly sanctum for $80,000. €1,000 per SQM scribes a stucco scripted study, near Dury Museum's Munkaxi masterpieces. 4% flourish in 2025, plowed by pharma plowshares. Prudent Plain? €600 solo. €10 Gulius in Nagi Temple nooks. €1 trams to Aquaticum's thermals. €40 flames. Families farm €2,200. €5 Nagi Erdii picnics. Debrecen's dirge? Dirge to dance. Dawn Debrecen Zoo's dappled deer. Noon main roads markets murmur Mangalica pork. Dusk Soconai theaters operettas. Culture? Hortobages' nine-arched aqueducts architernity. Calxie's Farron's Fates fire folklore. Flower carnivals, floats floridly flaunt. Its Calvinist core, Reformation roots ripening in reformist vines, where Turo Gombach mend monastic musings. Safety? Step secure. Numbeo 75-100. Thefts thinner than thistle. Infrastructure? Trams trundle true. Debrecen Airport's €8 buses. Broadband blooms. 15,000 expats eke English enclaves. Allure? 5% yields from 30,000 students, Europe's top uni, plus Pharmapulse, €1,800 salaries. Retirees €30 balneums, €2 langos. Harvest? 5% GDP, 10% till by 2030. Non-EU? Permit plea. Euro 100 month mall. €300 notary. Tip, full digital file. Flea folk fakes. From Debrecen's Plains, we pinnacle to Cluj-Napoca, Romania's Transylvanian troubadour.